I feel better at 45 than I ever did at 25. And at 25, I was entering into my boxing career and getting ready to start a 7-8 year long boxing career, 15 pro fights and 3 world titles all over the world, 5 knockouts. I caused the knockouts. I've never been knocked out. And I feel really good. And I think that's why Carrie and I wanted to come to you and talk about age is a number, old is a mindset.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, a special episode, if I might say so myself, because yes, this is the Cristy Code Red 45th birthday special edition, because I just turned 45 years old yesterday. And I guess for those of you guys listening in the future, it is April of 2021 and I turned 45. So we're calling this episode, Age is a Number, Old is a Mindset.
Cristy, may I sing to you the song that we had for happy birthday growing up?
The church.
And just so everyone knows, if you see random pit bulls in the background, those of you that are watching the video, just enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's my life. A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. Every day of the year, may you find Jesus near. A happy birthday to you. A happy birthday to you. And the best one you've ever had. And I do wish you the happiest of birthdays, let me tell you.
Thank you. And yes, that was from our church days, our children's church. Yeah. And that's the way, we could never do it. Carrie and I were raised pretty strict Pentecostal, and we could never do anything that was not church version. And so everything had a church version. And so that, and come on, my people, come on, the preacher's kids. I know you know what I'm talking about. And so that was the church version of happy birthday. Thank you so much. We're talking about age is a number, old is a mindset. And first of all, by the way, I just noticed that Carrie, right before I hit the record button, sis, I noticed you were drinking your Code Red water. Good job.
Yes. This is my favorite way to drink my water, Cristy. This bottle is amazing. We have every color and it's amazing.
And it has that flip up spout. So it holds 40 ounces. Which is more than a liter. Yeah. And it has the flip up spout, which is good for those of us who wear makeup and lipstick. And you can have it personally engraved in anything you want for $10 more. And they come in 6 different colors. I've got the new gunmetal. Carrie's got the gray, which is our most popular color until Galaxy and gunmetal came along. So we'll link that up below and make sure that and by the way, I can't even hear the pit bulls in the background.
Okay. I know they're moving in and out. I would shut them out of the room, but Carrie, it's like children.
Look what I did. Look at this. I told the dogs, Mommy's getting ready to work. Look at this. For those of you watching on YouTube, this is the fly swatter. I got it because they're afraid. All I have to do is show.
I wish I had my fly swatter here because I have fly swatter. Mine has been pit bullified. So the end of it is all like eaten off. I don't know if they like aggressively made it known they didn't like the fly swatter. By the way, nobody's getting beat in my house. I want you to know I only threaten with the fly swatter. I actually never do anything with it.
It works. I swatted earlier, but it was just a little flick of the end, and it's just enough to get their attention. Hey, look, come on, beat your kids. No, okay, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I threatened them. I was like, Mommy's getting ready to record. Everybody be quiet. Because they play like yours do.
Cristy, I think it's the frog smiling on there. That's the best part of that. Because it's like, hello, I'm the beating fly ice water.
Oh,
So how do you feel being 45?
I feel fantastic. I mean, I feel better at 45 than I ever did at 25. And at 25, I was entering into my boxing career and getting ready to start a 7-8 year long boxing career, 15 pro fights and 3 world titles all over the world, 5 knockouts. I caused the knockouts. I've never been knocked out, and I feel really good. And I'm married to a man who is 17 years older than me. He is 62 years old, and the guy feels fantastic. And I think that's why Carrie and I wanted to come to you and talk about age is a number, old is a mindset.
Right. And I think that I have to tell you, I see a lot of buzz about this today. I see a lot of, I'm old or I'm getting old. I think it's become commonplace, Cristy, to have that repertoire as part of what we talk about, like, oh, getting up off the ground. Well, I'm old, and in the gym, it's like, I notice a lot of people, well, I'm not doing that. I'm old. I heard a lady the other day, she wouldn't do this one move, wouldn't even try it. She said, because of her age. And I have tried to consciously remove those terms and that kind of, but it's an extra thing to say. It's just something people say, even if they don't think it, because you are what you say to yourself. That is the truth. And you can't get away from that. Just like the plants in the room where we say the nice things to the plants and the naughty things to the plants, and the naughty plants grow, they die, and the nice plants live. These are scientific studies. So you are what you say to yourself. So if you're always saying, I'm old, well, that's what happens when you get old. It's such an easy trap to fall into. And that's something that I notice you never do.
I'm just thinking while you're talking, I've never said the phrase, even joking, well, I'm old, or anything like that. I've never even said, like, when the kids, were little and be like, Aunt Cristy, you blah, blah, blah. And I'd say, well, I'm old, I've never even joked about it. Because thoughts become things, and what you hold in your mind becomes reality. Now, I have chronic, and I have for years, back problems. I have herniated disc or bulging discs that have caused me problems, and then they heal. And then I do something crazy in CrossFit class, like in trying to deadlift 305, and I herniated disc again. And so there are certain things that I choose to not participate in because of my back. Like, and like I daydream about going to like Navy SEAL. There's this Navy SEAL simulation training course. And I always dreamt, like, oh, I could just pretend, like, and I thought my back would never hold up. So there are certain things that I can't participate, or I choose not to participate in anymore, simply because I have this tendency to herniate discs, and I'm not going to do that anymore and put myself through that. But I've never said the words, I'm old. I've never even thought that, because I feel so good.
When you were talking about making a career change, and it wasn't that long ago, you were like, maybe I'll be a cop. And I was like, so I'm not being ageist. Okay. Cause that's a big thing. But Cristy, really, like in your mid 40s, you're going to be like, hey, I'm coming on new to the force. So there are things that those opportunities aren't as available to us because of age, but you don't let that hold you back. For instance, I remember me saying to Brandon when we very first got together, hey, you think I could join the military? He's like, yeah, you have like a few more years or one more year. And I was like, ooh, because of my degrees. And I was like, they'll take me as a nurse. And now it's like, he goes, Carrie, you're too old. They're not going to take you. Or Cristy, here's a great example. Remember how we would make the April Fool's jokes, which now I realize is super insensitive to people that are having fertility issues. I never even thought about that. So to those of you that are having infertility issues, please accept my deepest apologies. It's a horrible thing to go through. But I used to be like, surprise, April Fools, I'm pregnant, which is only funny in your 30s. When you get to be 42, 43, 44, 45, it's not quite so funny.
High cringe factor.
It is. And it's cringy now that I realize that it's so hurtful to people with fertility issues, but it was really funny. Not really, but it was a joke when I was 25, but at 45, it's like, yeah, Carrie, no, like you have one ovary left. That's not going to happen. So there are certain things, and that one's got the tubes tied on it. So I don't know how it would happen, but there are certain things that are related to age that simply you just can't do because of age. I mean, you're probably not going to be an astronaut, Cristy. Right. I mean, even though you could, you're probably not going to qualify for that program at this point.
Well, and when I got out of boxing, so I got when I retired from boxing, I received an offer for $150,000 to go into MMA, to go in and fight for the UFC, just simply because I'm a draw, and not because I'm that great of a fighter. I'm a pretty good fighter, but it's all about the draw. It's all about how many butts you can get in the seats. And I thought, really, at 30 whatever years old, 35 years old, I'm going to go wrestle and grapple against girls who have been doing that since they were 7. Like, there's just certain things I'm not going to be able to catch up with them. I don't have that ability to be able to catch up with people who have been doing it all their lives. And, Joyce Meyer, I think she's right around almost 80 years old. I should have Googled, but Joyce Meyer, I'm a huge, not only just a fan, but I've been a supporter and a partner with Joyce Meyer Ministry for years. And I'm proud to do that. I absolutely love Joyce Meyer. And God told her when she was, I think 15 years ago, God said, if you want to continue to do what I am having you do, you have to get healthy. So she got off sugar. She started drinking more water. She started walking 5 miles a day. And she still to this day works out with a personal trainer 3 to 4 days a week. And she says, I know you can't tell, but under these clothes, I am ripped, or something like that. And she talks about taking care of our bodies as we age.
One thing that I have noticed, Cristy, is that, and just to reiterate to those of you that are new to the podcast, Cristy and I do not believe that exercise is a solution to help you lose weight. We do not believe that. However, now that both of us are at goal weight, I've lost over 100 pounds and kept it off for years. Cristy was a little chunky monkey and she's now slim and sexy. That's all I was saying. Anyway, but we both exercise daily. Sometimes Cristy twice a day. I'm not crazy like Cristy, but I will say that Cristy and I have different fitness goals, and that's okay. But what I have told Cristy is I want to be strong enough, because I'm older than Cristy. At the time of this recording, I'm 46. My birthday will be right after Cristy's. I'll be 47. So I want to be strong to deal with my life. I don't want to be in a competition. I don't want to, be any kind of, I'm not looking to do that. Although I think that's fine. Like, Cristy wants to be ripped, and she's getting there. She's awesome. But I want to be strong to handle my life. Like, if I have to carry a couch upstairs, I want to be able to carry my end. If I have to load up sacks of grain, I don't load up 10, 50-pound sacks of grain one at a time and then pay for it for 2 weeks. I want to be strong to handle my life. And so this is what I tell myself, Cristy, and you've heard me say this. Listen, as you age, you're going to wake up and be a little creaky and cracky. So you can either be creaky and cracky because you're getting old and you've been sitting your booty on the couch all the time, or you can be creaky and cracky because you went to the gym and you worked your muscles. It's your choice. You're going to be a little bit no matter what, when you wake up as we age. That's a normal part of aging. Now, do you have to get more and more sedentary? No, that part's up to you.
Right. Moving our bodies. We always believe in moving our bodies. And it's funny, Carrie, all the people we have the strongest maintenance program I have ever seen of any program out there. I would put our maintenance program up against anybody's. It is so great. But we have mostly women in their 50s and 60s, and even some in their 70s. In our maintenance program, they've lost a lot of weight, and it's just funny to see. We have a couple of girls that are younger in their 30s, but mostly we have, the older adults. And it's funny to see what means a lot to somebody at that age. They don't care about, I just did a video called It Ain't About Swimsuit Season. Like, believe me, I don't know if I'll ever get in a swimsuit again. We don't live near water. I'm not someone that wants to be in the sun. I don't want to expose my skin to sun. I don't want to go, I don't have any kids, so I'm not going to take them to the water park. Like, I don't know when I'm going to get into a swimsuit. So for me and for all those ladies in our maintenance group, it's about being strong and healthy and metabolically stable and healthy and well, and less about how our cellulite looks in a swimsuit.
Yeah. And I think that is what is so sad is we don't wear the shorts. We don't wear the dresses because we're like, not perfect, but who cares, And I think that's one thing that I love about you, Cristy, is that you have self-confidence, and your styles always match your body shape, but you have self-confidence to maybe wear the crop top. You've worked hard for the abs you have. Why not wear the crop top? I have a question for you though. Okay. I want to shift it. Okay. Tell me, being 45 now, looking back over your life, the parts that you can remember because you got hit in the head. Oh, teasing.
Oh, okay. I did. She's right.
Tell me about your regrets. I mean, do you have regrets? That's a joke about the Snickers, no regrets. And he has and it's supposed to be regrets. And the guy's tattooing it and he goes, no regrets. And they spelled it wrong on my tattoo instead of no regrets. Yeah. You don't watch TV, but I've seen that commercial. Anyway, do you have any regrets, Cristy?
Any regrets? Boy, as an entrepreneur, I don't believe there are regrets as an entrepreneur. So as somebody who's built Code Red from being from being on food stamps to absolutely nothing, from needing state assistance in order to just eat, to a multi-million-dollar thriving company, one of the fastest growing entrepreneurs in the state of Idaho in the Pacific Northwest, I don't really believe in regrets as far as entrepreneur. Regrets? Yeah, I regret a couple of guys I married. I made some stupid mistakes about complete. Oh, I can think of one, sis. He's such an idiot. And I don't know what I was thinking. I was so desperate. I hadn't had a boyfriend for 7 years. Yeah, I know you understand. And I was so sad and I was so lonely, and he looked good on paper. And I wanted what I thought was a perfect marriage, like mom and dad, and that there is no such thing. And I didn't really know that, and like stupid. And so probably I do regret that getting into relationships I had no business being in, and the damage that caused. And I had to claw my way out of that for sure.
One of the things that I love about you, since it's Cristy's birthday, let's just shower her with love. One of the things that I love about Cristy, and I didn't think she was going to answer this question like this, but I can see what you're saying, is that she lives each day like it's just moving forward. She doesn't spend a lot of time, ruminating over, oh, woe is me. And, she doesn't do that. That's what I love about Cristy. I'll never forget the time that I was going through a messy divorce and it was terrible. And Cristy said to me, you're starting to sound like a victim. And it just shocked me. But no, that's the kind of thing sisters can say to sisters. Yeah. And it was the best thing she ever said to me. And let me tell you something, 45 years, Cristy's been kicked in the gut more than anybody I know. And I am not saying that because she's my boss and my sister. I am being honest with you that this woman has been through it. And yet she gets back up, she pulls herself up off the thing, and she keeps moving. And to her, 45 really is just a number. The other day, she said, I didn't start making a difference in the world till 40. Now, I don't think so. I think Cristy's made a difference in the world before being 40. I mean, back when you were a young adult, the people you touched, the people whose lives you made a difference in. So I believe that you really have, but I see what you're saying. But she doesn't let anybody that tried to mess with her and hold her back and stop her, let her continue from spreading this message. This message is so important. And I've always said to Cristy, I don't have an entrepreneurial spirit, but my goal in my life is to get your message out, is to help you with your dream and you with your message. And that's what I love about Cristy. She doesn't spend time sitting around thinking about her regrets. She just moves forward.
Now I get it. Now I get the regrets. And like Dad said, probably the best decision I ever made was hiring you, because it's been able to free me up and support me to where I could do this. And you're right. I have things that come up and I fight the mindset. I fight the thoughts of anger, of the crap that was dealt my way, and the hand that I was dealt. And I was just like, really? Like, come on, I didn't do anything to deserve that, but I fight the anger sometimes. And I just go, and I'm going to do no good to think about this. And sometimes I just say, stop thinking about this. Because statistically, the average person lives 79 years. And so statistically, I'm more than half over with my life. And that's a real sobering thought. And, I know that people think that I've got this cool mohawk and I'm able to wear, cool short shorts and short dresses and I'm getting away with it. But someday the mohawk's going to go gray, or I'm not going to have one anymore. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I am going to get wrinkled. I am Botoxing the living crap out of my face and filling every kind of nook and cranny. And I do laser treatments. Like, I'm fighting it as hard as I can, you guys. But someday it's all going to go south, and that's okay. So I feel this urgency to change lives and to really spread that message of hope and healing, because my mohawk is a hook. The boxing career is a hook. All those things are just to get people to stop and listen to me, for me to say, hey, real food, water, and sleep is the answer. It's not shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. So I feel each day, I mean, look at, this is my to-do list for tomorrow. And it's going to be a day of videos. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos to record, hard videos to record, ones that are 45 minutes each. And so I feel this sense of urgency to really produce content and to produce programs that are going to bring the message of hope and healing. Because I am 45 and I don't know how much longer we're going to grind like this.
And what I love about you, Cristy, is that you'll do 7 videos tomorrow, but you'll also come and go to my, my tiny little gym in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, and work out with me, and you'll come feed chickens. So I think it's important as we age to remember what's really important. And what is really important. Someday my kids are going to be like, Mom, sit down right here, Mom. I mean, that's really what's going to happen. And they'll be like, Aunt Cristy, did you want coffee? It's going to happen, guys.
I hope they treat us that nice.
Yeah, I hope they
rely on your kids, since I didn't have my own.
I know. They'd better. And it's okay. You and I will go live in the tropics together. Yes. Or we'll stay on this farm together. But I want you, those of you out there that are, looking at the second half of your life, because I thought about it the other day too, Cristy. I thought, I wonder if I'll live another 47 years. I mean, statistically, no, I hope I will, but 47 more years? I mean, that's going to be pretty unusual. And I thought, boy, my life it's half over. That's a weird thought. But those of you that are facing the second half of your life, I would encourage you to make it better than the first half. This second half of my life, I'm going to be honest with you and tell you that it is better than my first half. I'm happier. I'm healthier. I'm stronger. My heart is in better shape. My bones and my muscles are in better shape. My stomach, my organs, my mind, mentally. And I believe it is fair to say the same thing of you, Cristy, that this second half of your life, maybe you're not in, go 10 rounds. You're in great shape, but maybe you don't want to be in the ring with somebody like you were. But you're healthier, you're happier, you're more fulfilled. You're living your destiny. And I want to encourage you folks that are watching, step forward into this next phase of your life. Don't let your age hold you back. Move forward into what is going on with your life and channel your inner Cristy if you can.
I just was doing a podcast with Natasha and Rich Hazlett. Natasha and Rich and I have been working together over 5 years, and their podcast is called Design Your Best Life. And I am the perfect example of someone, I believe, who has truly designed my best life. I have carved out and I've architectured it to be what it is. And anymore, I just don't have the tolerance for things that don't bring me joy and something that, and you and I are so on the same page when it comes to things that bring us peace versus things that don't. And Jade, my assistant Jade, same thing. We were talking about an event or something. And I said, man, I just don't have peace with this. And she said, I don't either. I am done with those days. I'm done with doing things that don't bring me peace and joy. And I know that like you go out and you visit, now you have turkeys, peacocks, chickens, pigs, and now you're going to be getting a goat. And probably when this comes out, no, it'll be a little bit longer, but it's a lot of, you are designing your life to bring you joy. Cause I just don't think you have a tolerance for any other bull crap.
It's time to stop saying yes to things you don't want to do. It's time to start feeling obligated to be somebody that you aren't. It's time to live your best life. If you don't want to volunteer and do this, if it doesn't bring you joy and it's not adding value to your life, stop going to family things that you hate. Stop spending your hard-earned money to go on vacation to people that don't come see you.
Thank you.
Stop living the expectations that other people have for your life, and you live the expectations that you have for your life. Be like Cristy, live the expectations, set them high, and live that life. I love about my, of course, I've always said that my husband and Cristy are the same person, just different sexes. And it is true. He's the same way as Cristy. If I say, can we do this? He's like, no, I really just don't want to do that. He doesn't say no, but oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I can't bake 2 dozen cookies and Sally's got this. And oh, I feel so bad. Just say no and let it sit. It's perfectly fine to say no. And you don't have to fulfill other people's expectations for your life. You live your life. Of course, we all have to take into consideration the people we're married to and our children, but sometimes your kids run your life, folks. Your adult kids are running your life. Sorry, this is the life that mom wants to live.
Right. I know that I am anointed for certain things and I'm not anointed for other things. And I know exactly what I'm anointed for. And those of you guys listening, you might not know what I'm talking about. Carrie and I, we love Jesus and we follow Jesus, and we believe that the Holy Spirit anoints us. That means kind of like blesses us and gives us the special kind of like a God-given ability to be able to do something with grace and ease. And there are just certain things that we do, and I'll just speak for myself here. There's certain things that I do with grace and ease that don't cause me stress, and I just do those things. But if you put me in the nursery at church, I'm not going to be able to, I might not, maybe, I don't know. I like kids, but if you put me on the, doing the passing out the track ministry, on the side of the road, I'm not anointed for that. And and there are plenty other things that you can do. Either for God, or of course we believe that everything you do is for God. So there's no difference. I mean, God is always with you no matter what you're doing. So there are just certain things that I'm anointed for. I know what they are, and I just do those things. I'm not going to go out against what I was created to do. That life is just too short. And Miles told me, I did a podcast called One of These Days Turns Into None of These Days. And Miles said, let me tell you, you think your life is going by fast now at 45? He said, wait till you get into your 60s. It zooms by. And guys, and that man is a perfect example of somebody who is just a number, but not a mindset. He is so amazing and so sharp and so vibrant and full of so much energy. And I love that. And I've seen plenty of women out there who exude such vibrance in their adult, older adult life.
I think it's one other way of saying it, Cristy, is what was your destiny? That might be an easy way for people that don't believe like us to understand it. Cristy fulfills her destiny. She understands what part of her destiny is, and she lives that out daily. And I think it's important to understand you don't need to be like YOLO when you're 50 wearing mini skirts with your butt hanging out and sparkles on your eyes. Like, we get some things are age appropriate. We're not saying that, but we're saying enjoy the next phase you're going into. And what is your destiny? What is your calling? What brings you peace? What do you want to do? What is the life you want to build and live? And Cristy has been the best example of this for me.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Well, when we were growing up, mom and dad didn't seem old to me. I mean, they didn't seem old, and they didn't, I just remember them. And I talked about this on my other podcast. I just remember them aging it just didn't seem like anything was holding them back. And I know that old is always 10 years older than what you are, but as mom and dad were, they're 21 years older than you, sis, and then 23 years older than me. I just never thought about people getting old because mom and dad never acted that way.
I know. It's weird, isn't it?
And now they are old.
It's very
Sorry, mom. So when we touched on age is a number, old is a mindset. What things can we do to keep our mindset young and fresh? I mean, I'm not talking about doing TikTok videos, I'm not even on TikTok. I have a TikTok account, but I don't do TikTok videos. I'm not saying that. I mean, I guess I'm saying, I don't know what I'm saying. What do you think?
This is a great question. I think there are a few things to me as I've aged that have been really important. Number one, never stop learning. I know that sounds cliche, like neverstoplearning.com. I don't mean it like that, but what do you love? What do you love? Learn more. I have expanded my knowledge about farm animals. Okay, go ahead, yuck it up, y'all. But I'm learning about this. And I just wrote down in this drawer, there's the name of, I just found out what my peacocks, they're India blue, black shoulder peacocks. I have 2 of them. I didn't know that. I'm learning about this. I'm learning about the life cycle of a goose egg. I'm learning what do you do with baby chicks? And I just think keeping your mind active, not sitting your hiney in front of the boob tube and watching Jeopardy. Now, there's nothing wrong with Jeopardy. I love Jeopardy, but it's getting into that routine. It's sort of like people that go and only run 2 miles every day for the last 20 years. Their body expects that. So what can you do for your mind that will switch it up? That's something different. Cristy is great at this. She and Miles go hike different places. She forces her brain to do things that are hard. She does mental math. She does a lot of things that are challenging. And I think the other thing, if we're talking about mind, you've got to keep your body young, guys. You have got to take care of your body. This is it. You get one. You're going to slide. You've heard that analogy. You're going to slide into home plate, all beat up, replaced knees, and you come to the pearly gates and you just had a great time, and you jumped, you did skydiving, and you went hiking, and you ate right, and you lived a long time, or you're going to hobble up to the pearly gates. It's up to you. You're going to go to the pearly gates either way. But I think that eating right, and I know this sounds so cliche, like a 1950s advertisement for health, but eating right and staying active. Do I think you have to all run? No, but please move your bodies every day. Please move your bodies every day. I don't care if it's just, you guys, because she'll never watch it, I'm going to mention my mother-in-law. She has, because of some health issues, she's absolutely molded her body to the shape of a chair, Cristy. And Cristy knows this. Like, she's gotten so orthopedically out of place, and some of it's her fault, some of it's not, but that is not moving. That is being in pain, not dealing with it, not getting help, and becoming that. I don't want to be chair shaped as I'm in my 60s. So guys, you have to fight it. You have to fight it. Our sister Laura, I was noticing she had a little hump back here on her back. And I said, sis, that's from leaning over. You laughing, but that's from leaning over like dental tools and cutting hair. Yeah. I said, you got to fight that. You know, those of you that are listening, I'm putting my shoulders back. It's a fight. You're going to fight it either way. So it's your choice. Same thing with your weight. Same thing with healthy eating. You're going to choose a path, and either you can go into, later life, like our grandma who's getting heavier and miserable, and, her blood sugars are out of control, or you can go into later life being able to face and being able to play with your great grandkids and your grandkids. And that was a lot of talking, but that's just on my heart.
Well, I was just thinking about grandma, because she's putting on more and more weight, and her health is deteriorating, and she just doesn't move. And it didn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to be like this for you. You don't have to go down this way. You can choose a different, and keeping your weight off is job one. I am proud of our mom, who ended up losing 50 pounds in her 60s and has kept it off for going on 4 years at the time of this recording, because she was in the first Code Red Revolution book and in 2017. And so she has kept her weight off, and that's really good. She's not dealing with a lot of metabolic issues because of having excess weight. And so, yeah, getting your weight down, guys, is really job one. You don't want to, and diabetes. I mean, we could go the blood pressure, A1C, triglyceride, the same crap you've heard. It doesn't have to be your fate.
It doesn't. And this is your choice. Now, do I think you have to eat bean sprouts and drink organic water for the rest of your life? There's no such thing as organic water, but you know what I'm saying? No, I don't. You can still have a bite of birthday cake. You can still have, but if you're smoking and drinking, I'm just telling you, it catches up. And living a good life, it will pay off for you. You don't have to be a fanatic, but just make good, smart choices. For instance, join one of our 10-pound takedowns. We would love to have you just do simple things. When my dad was visiting me recently, I was Dad, just drink your water. Just eat off of Cristy's food list. That's it. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to buy supplements. You don't have to, lay under red light and rebound 30 minutes a day and do DNA therapy, for God's sakes. I just want you to drink water and sleep, Dad,
Yeah, it's not that hard, you guys. People complicate it, but it is detrimental. If you go down the wrong path, you are going to have a miserable, shortened life. But I fully anticipate living to 120. I'm going to say it right there. Like Carrie, you said, I was like sitting here going 47 and 47. 7 plus 7 is 4. Carry the 1, and then 4 and 4. That's 90. Yeah, that's 97 years old. That's 94 years old. That's not that old. I told Miles he's going to live to be 94. So I think so. I think he's going to keep on living, but the guy better drink. I mean, he's a little stinker. I saw him sneaking some graham crackers. He's sneaking some graham crackers and he drinks beer and it drives me crazy. But you guys, I think you get the point. Age is a number. Old is a mindset. We want you to live your life as healthy as possible, as vibrant as possible, as happy as possible. Channel your inner Cristy. Say no to some crap that doesn't bring you joy. Do what you're anointed for and get the crap out of your life that you're not. And come on, it's not that hard. Don't overcomplicate it. And definitely join one of our 10-pound takedown challenges. We can help you get in the right direction. We have plenty of people just like you. We've had, at the time of this recording, 46,363 people come through the challenge. And so we know what we're doing.
And Cristy, in closing, I just want to say happy birthday to you, and at least 100 more. Yeah. I can't do mental math.
120. I know. Oh yeah. 100. Yeah, right. How much more is it? 45 minus. No.
Oh, no.
You guys, I will link up the challenge below. We would love to have you in our next rolling challenge. And, we'll see you on the next episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. You guys have a good one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you're not subscribed already, please be sure to do that right now. And if you enjoyed this episode, I would love it if you could do me a quick favor and rate and review this podcast. That would be just so helpful. Speaking of health, let me know if I can help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com, check out my programs, and see what we can do for you. Until next time, Rebel on.